In 1717, four men sat down in a London tavern and made a decision that would quietly shape governments, architecture, and secret ceremonies for the next 300 years. Most people have heard the name. Almost nobody knows what actually happened, or why it still matters today. The Freemasons trace their origins to the medieval stonemason guilds of Europe, secretive brotherhoods of craftsmen who built the great cathedrals of the Middle Ages. These men protected their trade secrets fiercely. Special handshakes, coded language, initiation rituals. Only the trusted could enter. By the 1600s, something strange began to happen. Men who had never touched a stone, philosophers, scientists, aristocrats, started joining these lodges. They weren't there to build walls. They were there for something else entirely. On June 24th, 1717, the Feast of St. John the Baptist, the first Grand Lodge of England, was formally established at the Goose and Gridiron Alehouse in St. Paul's Churchyard. 4 lodges merged into one. A hierarchy was created. Degrees of initiation were established. Entered apprentice, fellow craft, master mason. Within decades, lodges spread across Europe and into the American colonies. By the time of the American Revolution, 9 of the 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence were confirmed Freemasons. Look at a US $1 bill. On the back, you'll find an unfinished pyramid with a glowing eye above it. The phrase beneath reads, Novus Ordo Seclorum. A new order of the ages. The eye, known as the Eye of Providence, appears in Masonic imagery across the world. The unfinished pyramid represents the ongoing work of humanity toward perfection. And Washington, D.C. itself, designed by Pierre-Charles L'Enfant, with significant input from Freemason George Washington. The street layout of the Capitol contains geometric patterns that some researchers claim are deliberate Masonic symbols embedded into the city itself. The rituals inside a Masonic lodge are strictly confidential, but over the centuries, former members have revealed fragments. A candidate is blindfolded. A rope is placed around his neck, called a cable tow. He is led into darkness. Then, light. He is asked to swear oaths of secrecy on penalty of death. Throats cut, tongues torn out. Members insist these are purely symbolic today. But what were they before today? In 1826, a man named William Morgan announced he would publish The Secrets of Freemasonry. He disappeared before the book was released. His body was never found. The case caused a national scandal and briefly gave rise to an entire political party, the Anti-Masonic Party in the United States. Here's what most people don't know. Voltaire, one of the greatest minds of the Enlightenment, was initiated into Freemasonry just 9 days before his death in 1778. Mozart was a Mason. So was Winston Churchill, Rudyard Kipling, Mark Twain. For centuries, Freemasonry served as a rare space where men of different religions, nationalities, and social classes could meet as equals. In an age of kings and rigid hierarchies, that was genuinely radical. Some historians argue that the ideas debated inside Masonic lodges, liberty, equality, rational governance, directly fueled both the American and French revolutions. Which raises a question nobody likes to ask. What if the conspiracy isn't what they're hiding, but what they openly built? Today, there are an estimated 6 million Freemasons worldwide. They meet in lodges in almost every country. They include politicians, judges, police chiefs, and business leaders. They say they are a fraternal organization focused on charity and self-improvement. And maybe that's true, but the rituals remain secret, the degrees remain hidden, and the network remains very, very old. So tell me, do you think the Freemasons are a harmless gentleman's club? Or something else? Leave your answer below. And subscribe, because next week we're going deeper.